Every child deserves the chance to grow up healthy. Children shouldn't have to worry about where their next meal will come from. That's an unimaginable burden for a young person that can deprive them of their childhood. Food insecurity hurts children's academic outcomes, their ability to pay attention, and their behavior. It has long-term impacts on physical and mental health and even depresses lifetime earnings. As Dr. Martin Luther King said in 1964, there is nothing new about poverty. What is new, however, is that we have the resources now to get rid of it. That same year, in 1964, America enacted the precursor to the Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program known as SNAP. America still has the resources to address poverty and the ability to lift up society's most vulnerable so they can achieve the American dream. SNAP is one of our best tools for doing that. It provides moderate assistance to help feed Americans in need, on average only $1.43 per meal for participants, and nearly 70% of households receiving SNAP benefits have children. But SNAP doesn't just help feed children, the elderly, and the disabled that make up 2/3 of its participants. It also boosts the economy more than any other government program. According to Moody's, every dollar of SNAP benefits increases GDP by $1.73. Just to repeat, every $1 of SNAP benefits increases the national economy by $1.73. That's an incredible return on investment. And SNAP creates jobs. According to the USDA, every $10,000 in SNAP benefits creates one full-time rural job, and approximately every $25,000 in SNAP benefits creates one full-time urban job. SNAP dollars are quickly spent on food necessities and flow into local businesses, ultimately supporting trucking and farm jobs, among other things. So this program, designed to feed children, the elderly, and the disabled, also boosts our economy and creates jobs. And as this committee is responsible for combating waste, fraud, and abuse, it's also worth noting that SNAP-related fraud is almost non-existent. SNAP also gives states flexibility to tailor the program to their citizens' needs. First, it incentivizes work by allowing states to ease income eligibility limits so that someone doesn't have to turn down work to maintain SNAP eligibility as they get back on their feet. Second, SNAP allows states to let citizens own a car to get to work or to save for an emergency like surprise medical bills. The administration currently, through their proposal to change SNAP, wants to disarm states of both of these tools. But in doing so, it will strip 3.1 million households of their SNAP benefits, including more than 2 million households with children. It also strips free lunch enrollment from nearly 1 million kids. For those children, the Trump administration's policy would take food out of their mouths at home and at school. How can we expect those kids to succeed? The administration needs to abandon this proposal. As the late Chairman Elijah Cummings would have said, we are better than this. We know what a difference SNAP makes for families and children who would otherwise go hungry. I know from personal experience. I came to the United States from India with my parents when I was 3 months old, so my father could pursue his education and our family could embrace the opportunities that America has to offer. Despite my parents' best efforts, it wasn't easy. When we needed help, we were able to receive food stamps as my parents worked their way out of a difficult time. Today, my father is an engineering professor of 40 years, still teaching at Bradley University in Peoria, Illinois. My brother is a doctor, and I'm a congressman. That was my family's dream, and it was possible because of my parents' hard work, but also because of the opportunities our country presents and the generosity and goodwill of the people of the America. An American president once told Congress, quote, that hunger and malnutrition persist in a land such as ours is embarrassing and intolerable. That president was Richard Nixon. If President Nixon and Dr. King could agree on the importance of fighting hunger all those decades ago, surely we can find common ground today to continue Congress's strong support for SNAP.